Every time they looked down on you, every time they made you feel small, you were sharpening your soul. You were building something they could never touch. Resilience. You were turning every wound into armor, every heartbreak into strength, every scar into a reminder that you can survive anything. You are not weak for breaking. You are strong for rebuilding. They don't see it, but you've been fighting your own demons and winning. You've walked through nights where the weight of the world crushed your chest, where your own thoughts turned against you, where your reflection felt like a stranger. But you're still here. You're still breathing. You're still standing. That means something. That means you refused to die when life tried to bury you. That means you refused to quit when your mind begged you to. That means you refused to surrender even when you had every reason to. Because deep down, something inside you whispered, not yet. That voice, that whisper, that was your soul. And it's been waiting for this moment. Now listen closely. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't need to prove yourself to the ones who left. You don't need to beg for validation from people who couldn't see your worth. Your silence is your power. Your pain is your weapon. Your journey is your proof. Let them doubt. Let them gossip. Let them laugh. Because one day, they will choke on the very words they used against you. One day, they'll see your name where they never imagined you would be. They'll see your strength in the places they tried to break. They'll see your light in the darkness they threw at you. That's how you prove them wrong. Not with anger, not with revenge, but with evolution. You rise, you grow, you transform. You turn your pain into power, your fear into focus, your doubt into discipline. You don't tell them you're coming, you show them. Show them with every step, every breath, every victory you carve out of your struggle. You show them by becoming undeniable. There was a time when you doubted yourself too, wasn't there? A time when you looked in the mirror and didn't recognize who you were becoming. A time when you felt like the whole world was running ahead while you stood still, trapped in your own shadow. You watched others succeed while you drowned in silence. You prayed for something, anything to change. And it didn't. Not at first. Because life doesn't hand strength to those who wait. It hands pain to those who are meant to grow. Every sleepless night was a test. Every heartbreak, every failure, every betrayal. They weren't endings, they were lessons. You needed the darkness to understand your own light. You needed to lose everything to realize you were the only thing you ever needed. You needed to fall apart to rebuild stronger. That's what warriors do. They break, they bleed, they crawl through the fire and they come back forged in flame. You are not broken. You are reforged. You are not lost. You are transforming. You are not behind. You are being prepared. When people doubt you, let them. When life tests you, thank it. Because every challenge is a chance to rewrite your story. You see, greatness is never born in comfort. It's born in chaos. It's born in failure, in pain, in rejection, in long nights where the world forgets your name. It's born when you're down on your knees, whispering to yourself, I can't. And another voice screams back, yes, you can. That voice, that's your truth. That's your fire. That's the warrior inside you waiting to rise. They told you that you're dreaming too big, that you'll never make it, that you should play it safe, but safe never made legends. Safe never changed the world. Safe never proved anyone wrong. If you want to prove them wrong, you have to become unstoppable. You have to wake up every day with a purpose that burns through your excuses. You have to train when you're tired, fight when you're broken, believe when you have no reason to. You have to keep showing up. Because consistency beats talent when talent refuses to work.
Thank you, Santa.
Paige, Rookie of the Year. Hope you win it again next
They
year.
only give us birthdays.
Santa believes you. Jingle Jam. Wishmas came early this year. Fill your bagel? Of course. Fill your potatoes, eggs, and pasta. Hello, creaminess.
permission to rise, you just rise. You don't need approval to grow, you just grow. You are not what they said you are. You are what you choose to become. Every time you push through fear, you rewrite your story. Every time you say not today to weakness, you reclaim your power. Every time you refuse to give up, you rise a little higher. The world tried to define you by your failures, but they forgot that warriors are built from failure. Every fall taught you how to rise. Every loss taught you how to fight smarter. Every rejection carved patience into your bones. Every heartbreak showed you what real strength is. You learned to fight not just with your fists, but with your soul. You learned to carry pain without letting it poison your heart. You learned that no one can save you but you, and that realization made you unstoppable. Remember this. The world doesn't respect potential. It respects results. It doesn't care what you can be. It only sees what you've built. So build. Build when no one's watching. Build when you're tired. Build when the world doubts you. Build when your own reflection questions your worth. Because the day will come. Everything you build will speak for itself. Your success will be your silence's revenge. Your growth will be the answer to every insult. Your strength will be the answer to every doubt. Your rise will be the proof that you were never the problem. They were just too blind to see your power. You don't need to shout your worth. Real power is felt, not spoken. You'll know you've won when you no longer feel the need to explain your rise. But remember, proving them wrong isn't just about showing them what you can do. It's about proving yourself right. It's about honoring the kid who believed in dreams before the world told him to stop. It's about standing up for the version of you that cried in silence, that wanted to quit, that begged for a reason to keep going. It's about becoming the person you needed when you were broken. It's about redemption, not revenge. Because true victory isn't about crushing others. It's about conquering yourself. The real battle has never been against them. It's been against the voice in your head that whispers, "You can't." That's the voice you have to destroy. That's the enemy that's been holding you back. You don't defeat it with comfort. You defeat it with courage. Every rep in the gym, every sleepless night of grinding, every step forward when you feel like collapsing, that's how you silence that voice. Every moment you choose discipline over doubt, growth over fear, and effort over excuses, that's how you win. You're not just fighting for a dream. You're fighting for your name, your pride, your future. You're fighting for every moment you were told you're not enough. You're fighting for every time you had to hide your pain and smile through it. You're fighting for the ones who believe in you, and even more for the ones who don't. You're fighting for that day when you'll look in the mirror and say, "I did it. I made it. I proved them wrong." And when that day comes when you rise from the dirt, covered in the scars of your battles, staring at the world that once doubted you, you'll realize something powerful. It was never about them. It was always about you. They gave you the doubt, but you gave it meaning. They gave you the pain, but you turned it into purpose. They gave you rejection, but you turned it into rebirth. So now, you stand here, heart steady, fists clenched, eyes blazing, ready for war. Not the kind fought with swords or guns, but the kind fought in silence.
200.
In solitude. This is your battlefield. Your mind. And you will not lose. You will not break. You will not surrender. Because the fire inside you burns hotter than the doubt around you. You've walked through too much darkness to fear the light now. You've been through too much pain to give up on your purpose now. You've come too far to turn back now. This is it, your time, your story, your rise. The world will remember your name, not because it was easy, but because you refused to quit when it was hard. You'll be the one who turned impossible into done. You'll be the one who turned every you can into watchable. So when you wake up tomorrow, look at yourself in the mirror and remember this. You owe it to the warrior inside you to fight one more round. You owe it to the fire inside you to never dim again. You owe it to your scars to make them mean something. You owe it to yourself to go all in. No holding back, no excuses, no fear. Because one day, this struggle will be your story. This pain will this doubt will be your fuel. You are not done. You are not finished. You are not even close. The world hasn't seen your final form yet. And when it does, it won't know what hit it. They said you couldn't do it. They said you'd never make it. They said you'd never rise. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still fighting.
For an elf, the holidays are stressful, which rises the democracy on the new Samsung Galaxy S25. Get Gemini weather mystery coming
Right now.
Ah, nutcrackers. Gemini, where am I?
You're in a blender.
Time for elf care. Gemini, find me a massage, please. Oh, that was bad.
Get Samsung Galaxy S25 with Gemini and watch and tag all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan. I can't help but feel good. I can't help but feel good.
Still proving them wrong. Prove them wrong every single day. Prove them wrong with your silence. Prove them wrong with your discipline. Prove them wrong with your consistency. Prove them wrong with your evolution. Let them doubt you, that's their weakness. You just focus on becoming unstoppable, that's your strength. One day, they'll realize they should have never been against you. Because you were never the underdog. The storm they never saw coming. You are the calm before the chaos. The silence before the strike. The fire that refuses to die. You are not a dreamer. You are a doer. You are not waiting for destiny. You are creating it. Every step you take from this moment forward is proof. Proof that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. Proof that no matter who walks away, you'll keep walking alone. Proof that no matter how heavy the world gets, you'll carry it on your back if you have to. So rise not because they told you you couldn't, but because you promised yourself you would. Rise for the ones who never believed. Rise for the ones who did. Rise for the silence that raised you when no one else did. Rise for the pain that built you, the failure that shaped you, the fire that saved you. Rise because you have nothing left to lose and everything to prove. This is your story, your fight, your time. So go ahead, stand tall, breathe deep, and look the world in the eyes. Because the same world that once doubted you is about to witness your rise. This is where the old you dies, and the new you is born. The world doesn't need another follower. It needs a fighter. That's exactly what you are. A fighter. A survivor. A warrior. This is your redemption. This is your resurrection. This is your awakening. Now go and prove them wrong.
Childhood cancer it's a long road. It's hard, but St. Jude has gotten us through it.
This is like a swimming trunk, by the way.
There's hope that you have a chance
Yeah, I
to
use it for
survive.
swimming and don't really.
And it goes such
It's not like a
way for
boxer or
every child
anything.
diagnosed with cancer because the research is being shared all over the world. It's awesome.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock rewards with Google Play Points. So the more you play, the more you earn. Go play on mobile and PC with Google Play Games. Download now.
Every great man starts with pain, not comfort, not applause, but pain. Because pain is the birthplace of power. You've been broken, rejected, ignored, betrayed, and yet here you are, still breathing, still standing. Do you know what that means? It means the fire inside you refused to die. It means no matter what they took from you, They couldn't take your will. And when a man refuses to die, he becomes unstoppable. It all begins with the fall. You had dreams bright, loud, full of hope. But then reality struck. People you trusted left. Plans you believed in collapsed. And suddenly, everything that made sense stopped making sense. You felt lost. You felt weak. You felt like the world didn't care.
300.
And maybe it didn't. Because that's what life does. It breaks you first. So it can see what you're really made of. Most people stay broken. They hide behind excuses, behind fear, behind comfort. But not you. Because even when you were on your knees, something in you whispered, "Not yet. Not like this." That whisper, that single breath of defiance, was the start of your rebirth. No one tells you how lonely the journey becomes. You'll lose people not because they died, but because they never truly lived the way you do. You'll sit alone at night, staring at walls, thinking maybe you're the crazy one. But understand this. Loneliness isn't your punishment. It's your preparation. It's the universe clearing your path. Because you can't carry everyone to the top. When you walk through that silent darkness alone, you start hearing your real voice. You stop needing validation. You stop chasing applause. And when you stop needing people to believe in you, that's when you truly start believing in yourself.
320.
The real enemy isn't outside. It's not your haters. It's not your past. It's the voice inside your head. The one that says, "You can't do this. You're not enough. You'll fail again." That voice feeds on your fears, on your insecurities, on your pain. But you know what it fears? Discipline. When you move despite fear. When you act without motivation. When you fight back while bleeding. That voice starts to die. And the moment you silence that inner weakness, the world outside has nothing left to use against you. That's when you start evolving. That's when you start becoming unstoppable. You say you want greatness, but do you know what it costs? It costs your comfort. It costs your sleep. It costs your peace. Sometimes it costs people you love. Because not everyone will understand your fire. They'll call you obsessed. They'll call you crazy. They'll say you've changed. And they're right, you have changed. Because the man who wants to rise can never be the same as the man who is content staying low. You will cry. You will break. You will lose things that mean everything.
340.
But you will also gain something greater. Yourself. Nothing hurts more than betrayal. When people you would have died for turn their backs on you like you meant nothing. That's the moment your heart cracks open. And through that crack, your strength is born. Betrayal teaches you one truth. You can survive without anyone. You realize that loyalty is rare. That trust must be earned. And that pain is the most honest teacher you'll ever have. You stop expecting from others. You start
350.
relying on yourself. That's when your energy changes. That's when the world starts fearing you. Because a man who no longer needs anyone can no longer be controlled. Motivation is temporary. It fades with mood, with time, with comfort. But discipline is eternal. It's what drags you out of bed when your body says no. It's what makes you train when your soul feels broken. It's what turns your pain into purpose. You won't always feel like working. You won't always feel like fighting. But every time you move forward when you don't feel like it, you separate yourself from the weak. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you're meant to be. And those who master it become unstoppable. Inside every man lies a monster, a version of you that remembers everything. Every insult, every failure.
Black Friday savings are at the Home Depot. The best place for tools. Tools to take your doing anywhere, job after job, weekend after weekend.
Get a free tool with the Black Battery Kit.
Stock your workshop with top brand tools this Black Friday.
368. 370.
Betrayal. You've caged it for too long. You've tried to be nice, calm, acceptable. But the truth is, your power lives inside that monster. It's not evil. It's focus. It's hunger. It's the side of you that refuses to bow down. When you finally unleash that beast within, you stop asking for respect, you command it. The world starts fearing you, not because you're dangerous, but because you're finally alive. Pain changes you in ways comfort never could. It humbles you. It sharpens you. It teaches you. Pain doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to rebuild you. When everything you love is taken, when everything you built collapses, you start realizing what truly matters.
380.
Pain isn't the end. It's the forge. It melts away your weakness and shapes your soul into something indestructible. Every tear you've shed, every night you've spent breaking, wasn't wasted. It's building the foundation of your strength. There comes a time where you stop talking. You stop announcing your goals. You stop seeking validation. You move in silence. You grind in shadows.
390.
You let your results make the noise. Because silence is where growth happens. No distractions. No noise. No drama. Just you, your vision, and the grind. You start realizing that your time is sacred. Your energy is gold. You can't waste it proving yourself to small minds. Silence doesn't mean weakness. It means control. And those who master silence rule a storm. There's a version of you that died in that pain. And that's good. Because now, what rises is stronger. You're not that same scared soul anymore. You've been tested, burned, scarred, and yet you're still here. You walk differently. You think differently. You move with purpose. This new version of
400.
you doesn't chase, it attracts. Doesn't
What
beg,
time is it?
doesn't fear, it fights. You have transformed from victim to warrior. And no one, not time, not pain, not the world, can take that away from you. You're not just
I think I want to take the
your
weight vest off.
legacy.
It's 12 pounds, so I'm 100. I'm actually like 242 pounds.
A name that echoes long after you're gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna
fight,
take it off.
you fall, you rise again. Because one day, someone will look at your story and find the strength to fight their own battle. That's legacy. That's immortality. To live so fiercely that even death can't silence your impact. Every warrior faces one last test. Not from others, but from himself. You've given everything, and there's nothing left. You still fight. That's where most stop. But you go beyond. You move, even when your soul is empty. You fight even when your body is broken.
All right,
Because this isn't about winning.
420.
It's about becoming. Pain will test you. Fear will chase you. Doubt will mock you. But you'll rise anyway. Again and again and again. Until the world finally understands. Nothing can stop you anymore. There will
Let me
come
put-
a day when you look back and realize the pain was worth it. You'll see how every failure shaped you. How every betrayal freed you. How every scar made you
Just checking.
invincible. You'll smile. Not because it was easy, but because you made it through what was meant to break you. That's the day you stop chasing strength. Because you've become it. You are not the same person who started this war. You are sharper, harder, colder, wiser. You are the storm they tried to silence. The fire they tried to put out. The soul they tried to break. And yet here you stand. Alive, unbroken, reborn. You are not just strong anymore. You are unstoppable.
430. 435. 440. $450.
There will come a day when you won't be strong enough to fight. But discipline, because discipline doesn't depend on mood, emotion, or weather. It lives in
$1260.
silence, breathes in routine, and rises long before the sun does. When others are asleep dreaming about success, the disciplined are awake, building it brick by brick. Discipline doesn't scream,
$465.
whispers. It's the quiet voice that says get up when the world says rest. It's the power that moves your hands when your body is broken. It's the reason the weak fade and the strong endure. Discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you forge in the fire of repetition. Every morning you wake up early. Every time you do one more rep. Every time you say no to the comfort that kills greatness. You're building the walls of your empire. People look at you
$475.
and it's talent. But talent dies without discipline. Every legend you admire, Goku, Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, they all had one thing in common. The ability to show up when no one else would. You see, motivation is beautiful and temporary. It's that spark you feel after watching a video or hearing a speech. But discipline is eternal. It's what keeps the flame alive long after motivation has died. Motivation is the wind, it comes and goes. Discipline is the mountain unmoved,
$85.
unshaken, eternal. The truth is, life doesn't reward those who work only when they feel good. It rewards those who work even when their soul feels heavy. Discipline don't wait for the perfect time, they create it. They don't complain about the storm they walk through.
90.
They know something the world forgets. Pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever. Every
93.
time you choose to sleep instead of train.
94.
Every time you say tomorrow instead of now.
95.
Get a piece of your greatness with comfort. And comfort is the silent killer of potential. Discipline is the art of control. Controlling your mind when it wants to quit. Controlling your body when it wants to rest. Controlling your emotions when they scream for escape. The world is full of people who had potential but no discipline, dreams that died because the body was weak and the mind was softer. But you, if you build discipline, become untouchable. Because nothing scares a man who
500.
his mind to obey. There will be days when you feel nothing.
All right.
Every step
Came close. Good job, Eric. I think I lost by 2 points. But yeah, hey, I was using a weight vest. You know how it is. But man, you got me though. I played your game, but my way, and you got me. That's what's up.